Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaban bikum and welcome to the technology show on Salam Media. My name is Faizel Patel. The name of the show is called TechByte. And this evening I am at work at the Citizen. I'm on night shift, but the show still needs to go on. So Jazakallah once again for tuning in. It is just gone 1 minute past 7 o'clock on this Sunday evening. So there's a lot to talk about on the show. We're going to be speaking about Meta having a Creators Day. We're going to be speaking about Oppo and the new launch of the Reno 8. And we're also going to be speaking about some gaming as well. You can interact with me by sending me a tweet on at Faizel Patel 143. You can also get me on facebook.com/Faizel Patel. I'm also on Instagram at Faizel Patel 143. And let's not forget YouTube, where I do all my unboxings and my review. And I got a very interesting one coming up, inshallah, this next week. So please look out for that one. I'll give you details shortly. So without further ado, let's jump into the first story. So we know Meta. So Meta is basically short for the metaverse. It was previously known as Facebook, and they had a creative day, which I think was very, very interesting. Now, what does a creative day actually entail? Basically, if you use Reels on Instagram, they teach you how to make your Reels even better and use it for advertising, for branding. Maybe you've got a company, a home business, how to make it better, how to use the tools available in Reels and, to make it just more striking. So let's go through a little bit through the story, and my engineer Sadiq for this evening will play you a clip. I will give him the cue where I spoke to Meta's creative lead for Africa, the Middle East, and other countries. Her name is Moon Buzz. But before we introduce that clip, let's speak a little bit about it. So basically, it was all about content creation and making better reels as storytellers and content creators gathered for Meta's first Creator Day on Tuesday. That was actually last week. Now, following the launch of its Creators of Tomorrow campaign, Meta hosted over 40 creators across lifestyle, entertainment, travel, beauty, and fashion creator territories at the Forum Conference venue in Bryanston. So let's speak a little bit about the workshops. The event included a series of workshops aimed at empowering creators with the skills and knowledge to establish and grow their brands, reach their audience, and earn a living while what they love. So if you always want to make money from reels and your videos, and if you're a creator, then maybe this is something you need to look forward to. Now, during the workshops, creators learn how they can use reels in new and creative ways, getting ready future projects by utilizing the latest tools and features on the platforms, and how to stay safe online. That is very, very important because there are so much predators out there, and I will use this word very selectively. There are a lot of perverts out there that are waiting to pounce. So how to monetize your content on Facebook and Instagram, and how to establish real relationships with brands. So a lot of learning to do, and there's a lot of details. All you have to do is just need to check out Meta's website. So inspiring creators. So basically they want to inspire creators. So Moon Buzz, the head of creator partnerships in the Middle East, Africa, and Turkey, at Meta, presented at the event, inspiring creators to think about getting future ready, and she unpacked how Meta is thinking about the creator economy and supporting creators. And she says that Meta's goal is to be the best place for creators to tell their story, grow their audience, and earn a living. So I'm going to ask my engineer to play that clip for you where I spoke to Moon Buzz and hear what she has to say.
So yeah, following the launch of our Creators of Tomorrow, we wanted to have a Meta Creator Day today. This is why we're here on ground. The team is expanding. We're here to support as much as possible creators, whether they're established, emerging, or aspiring. So hopefully more of these Creator Days to come. And there's a team on ground in South Africa willing to help and support whoever needs it. So we're here for everyone.
Okay, so that was Moon Buzz. I spoke to her in a series of videos and interviews, but this was the crux of the point. And the thing is, you, like I said, you may have a home business, you may have something you're doing from home, and you making your reels. I mean, you're using the devices anyway to make your reels, so you can get monetized and you can actually make some money for it, especially for the home industry. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful initiative. We've seen YouTube videos, very difficult market to break in, but reels is short and sweet, something like TikTok. You can get into it as quickly as possible. So let's move on a little bit. What else did she say? As I mentioned, she said the team is expanding to assist creators. So reach out to the Meta website and check out where you can get more details. And then she says investing in creative industry. So basically commenting on the talent coming from Africa. Kaziza Anim Ador, who's the communications director for SSA Meta, said the tech giant has deeply invested in the creative industry in Africa, and it's exciting to witness the vibrant creative scene changing how the world views Africa. And then they go on to speak about entertainment. Now, in the evening at that particular function, Meta hosted an intimate and immersive dinner experience with some of South Africa's top creators like Black Wendy, Lesego Tlabi, and Birth of Stars. Attendees were treated to soulful performance by singers and songwriters and many other entertainment on that particular evening. But dear listeners, like I said, I've got children and they always look at the YouTube videos and reels and they see how these creators are making a lot of money. Now, I'm not saying that we may not be successful, but don't give up hope. I mean, aim for that. You want to be successful, but if you are busy with reels where you're advertising your products and doing a whole lot of other stuff, then maybe this is the way to enhance that. So if you take, let's use an example of a brass ornament that you have. It's all dull and there's no shine to it, nothing. And if you take brass or you take some kind of shining liquid and you make this thing, and you polish it and it shines, and I want to relate this and create a context like the genie, in the lamp. When you rub the lamp, the genie comes out. So possibly that this could be a start for you at home to polish your videos on reels to make it even better. And hopefully you can even become very successful and you can make money from that. So check out the Meta website for more information. And as Moon said, that there are people on the ground that are willing to assist to get you up and running, ensure that your videos and your reels are actually successful. Right, coming on to our second story for the evening. September has been a very, very crazy month. We've seen a number of launches. I went to a Vivo launch we spoke about last week. We've seen the Samsung launch, I think, earlier in the month. And we've also seen Apple launch their iPhone. I actually wrote a story about the iPhone, why I'm not buying the iPhone. So you can check out that story on the Citizens website. And there's also a story I wrote in the week last week about a 180,000 Rand iPhone. And it's called the Caviar iPhone. You can actually read about that story on the Citizens website as well. But for the smaller brands and maybe brands that are in the mid-segment market, they've released a number of devices. One of them is Oppo. And I went for that launch that actually took place this week. So I'm going to go through that. And I also spoke to a person by the name of Liam Fourie. I will cue my engineer to play that clip for you. And he gives a very good perspective on the market share that Oppo currently has in the country. Now remember, Oppo is a Chinese brand. They're a wonderful brand. And among also Honor and also Huawei, they are Chinese brands in this country. So Oppo South Africa said its new smartphone, the Reno 8 Pro 5G, sets the new standards for nighttime video and photography. Now, the Chinese company launched the Reno 8 series in Johannesburg on Tuesday under the theme Unlock the Night. Now, why, you may ask, unlock the night? And you can see the phone there, absolutely brilliant, beautiful phone. I love the color. It's just amazing because it prides itself on nighttime photography. So that's what it's talking about, right? Liam Fourie, head of operations at Go-To Markets for Oppo South Africa, said the company has bigger ambitions than just competing with other brands within the same market segment. Now, we'll play that clip just now for you, and I want to go on to some of the display features before we play that clip. So the Reno 8 Pro 5G features a 6.7-inch AMOLED display. That's 1080 by 2412 pixels with a 120 Hz refresh rate, a MediaTek Dimensity 8100 Max 5 chipset in display fingerprint sensor, 256 gigs of storage, but supports expandable memory up to 1 terabyte. So you can expand the memory. Let's come on to battery. Amazing battery life. The Oppo Reno 8 features a non-removable lithium PO4500 mAh battery. Oppo highlighted the device is shipped with a 80-watt super VOOC charger that is TUV, International Battery Safety Accreditation approved, and enables 50%, look at this, 50% charge in just 11 minutes. So that is absolutely phenomenal. And I know a lot of you will wonder about the camera. Well, Oppo said it has made a real leap in smartphone imaging, revolutionizing and innovating by design with its first ever dedicated imaging neural processing unit, the Mari Silicon X. So they got their own chip for the camera. And basically what they said, this cutting edge imaging NPU will give users the best in photography capability, both in terms of lens technology, utilization of the Sony IMX766 lenses, and software. And coming on to pricing, obviously a lot of people will ask about that. The Oppo Reno 8 Pro 5G will be available in two colors, glazed green and glazed black, retailing from 16,999 for the Oppo Reno 8 5G and 19,999 for the Oppo Reno 8 Pro 5G. So there's two versions there, and the Reno Pro 8 is expected to come this October, followed by Reno 8 in November 2022. So let's get my engineer to play the clip for you with Liam Fourie to explain a little details about it.
Coming on to market share, as far as Oppo is concerned in South Africa, how much of the market do you own, and how much have you made inroads within South Africa?
So again, we're very new to South Africa. We're actually celebrating our second birthday now this month. And in a very short space of time, we've managed to grow the local Oppo community to over 500,000 users. It's been a phenomenal ride for us. It's all dedicated really to the Oppo team. The Oppo team is a very sort of young, energetic team, really eager to make their mark in this industry. With regards to market share, we regard it as a top 4 brand within our addressable segments. Bear in mind, obviously, the Oppo addressable segment for us is above 3,000 Rand. And then, yes, we hold the top 4 space, top 4 place in this market. And yeah, we're looking at continually growing. But again, coming back to your questions around competition, etc. For us, it's not a competition. The only competition that we are in is racing to achieve our end users' goals and enrich their lives. That's the competition that we're in.
So some wise words from the go-to lead there, and saying that it's more than competition. It's basically to ensure and enriching the lives of those people that use their devices. So let's go through the pricing and availability in case you missed it again. The Oppo Reno 8 Pro 5G will be available in 2 colors, as I mentioned, glazed green and glazed black, and retails for around 16,999 for the Oppo Reno 8 5G, and for 19,999 for the Oppo Reno 8 Pro 5G. So those are the devices. And the Reno 8 Pro is expected to be coming this October, followed by the Reno 8 in November 2022. So obviously you can pre-order these devices, and they haven't given any indication about the contract prices, but you're looking at around 600, 700, depends on the contract you want, around 700, 800 a month perhaps. But a wonderful device. You can check out and read that story on the Citizen's website. All right, let's come on to some gaming now, and I written a story for the Citizen. You can actually check it out. So basically, the story revolves around the World Rally Championship Generations pre-orders available for release on consoles and PC. So if you love the World Rally Championship, WRC, then you will be glad to know that Nikon and development studio KT Racing have announced that the new rally game WRC Generations, the official video game of the FIA, World Rally Championship, can now be pre-ordered. Initially planned for release on the 13th of October on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, and later on PC, Steam, and Epic. The WRC generations will now be available on the 3rd of November in a simultaneous release on consoles and PC. So if you like your Rally Championships, look out for that. More details on the Citizens website for this particular story. Release date, the new release date will allow the best possible experience to be offered to gamers, especially for the new leagues modes, which is entirely cross-play. So if you want to watch the pre-order trailer, you can go to the Citizens website. It looks absolutely amazing. So let's speak a little bit about it. So WRC Generation celebrates the arrival of a new generation of hybrid cars and the new driving experience they offer. The new league mode offers players the chance to compete against others of similar level. WRC Generations is the most advanced title in the series and is the largest selection of cars, rallies, and special stages ever included in a video game. So no doubt you'll be excited about that. Now, in the same article, I also speak about free games. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to pay for games, but there are some free games. Meanwhile, Xbox Games and Gold is cutting back on its monthly offering, which allows fans to look forward to 2 free games in October, while PlayStation has 3 titles in the lineup. So if you got Xbox and you got PlayStation, listen to this or check out the Citizens website for more information. Now, both games will be playable on Xbox One and Series X. Get Windbound between 1st and 31st of October. Bomber Crew will be available from the 16th of October to the 15th of November. And then PlayStation confirmed October's lineup, which includes Hot Wheels Unleashes, Injustice 2, and Super Hot will be available to download for free from the 4th of October. As I mentioned, if you want more details on those particular stories, you can go check it out on the Citizens website at citizen.co.za. Now, dear listeners, I've been getting a lot of questions about load shedding. We've seen the new board of ESCOM being constituted by Praveen Gordon on Friday, and we hope that load shedding will end. But just this evening, I received an update from ESCOM saying that load shedding stage 3 will continue at least until Thursday. There will be an update on Wednesday, and we'll obviously decide and see what they come up with. But anyway, let's speak a little bit about the load shedding solutions that we have, right? The load shedding solutions, and I did a video on this on my YouTube channel. So you can check it out, my solution to load shedding. I've received a lot of feedback on this particular one, a lot of people asking questions. Some are repetitive questions, unfortunately, but hopefully if you scroll through the comment section, you will be able to get your answers. So I speak about why you need to get an inverter or why you need to get a generator. Depends what your preference is, right? So if you look at that, the inverter is very, very good. It is powerful, but it's expensive, but no noise. And the generator obviously makes a noise. But I don't want to go too much detail into it. Obviously, you can check out the video on my YouTube channel. It's titled My Solution to Load Shedding. And why I'm saying that you must get an inverter or a generator is because load shedding is here to stay. During a press briefing with Andre de Ruyter about a month or so ago, and they were saying that there will be sporadic lot of load shedding during summer, and the last thing you need to do is sit at home. I am sitting in the office today here at the Citizen because the load shedding kicked in this evening or this afternoon at home, and City Power didn't manage to, connect us on time, and everything just went flat. The inverter, and I have no internet, and I couldn't do work. So I had to drive all the way to my place of work and do the story. So and do the work that I'm doing, including this particular show on Salam Media. So there's a lot to look forward to as far as generation capacity concerned. You can get solar power and many other stuff as well. But if you're going to rely on ESCOM to actually fix this problem, unfortunately, it's not going to get fixed very quickly, and you're going to have to put up with load shedding for a while, especially during summer. So please check out that video on my YouTube channel, and let me know what your thoughts and comments are. And then finally, coming on to just another thing I want to mention, I did show you last week that I am using the Huawei GT3 Pro watch, thanks to Huawei, for allowing me to review it for a few weeks. That video is actually up on my YouTube channel, where I review this particular watch and I show you how it connects easily to an iOS device and also an Android device, like I did with the previous video on the GT2 Pro. But again, I just want to speak about battery life on this particular device. No other wearable actually comes close to it. When I'm saying they don't even come within a breath of it. If you take the Apple Watch Ultra, which is the best of the Apple Watch, sells for around 20,000 Rand. Their maximum battery life, that's in low power mode, right, is up to 60 hours, which is only about 3 days. The Samsung Watch lasts about 3 to 4 days. This one here, I had it on Friday, and even 1% lasted me an hour. It lasts up to a minimum of 11 days battery life, up to almost 2 weeks. So why would you want to charge your watch every day when you have such phenomenal battery life? It connects seamlessly. You can receive SMSs, you can receive WhatsApps, your bank notifications, everything. You can even take a call, and everything comes on there perfectly. So at the moment also, I did mention that I am reviewing the Nova 10 Pro. As you can see here, wonderful device. Check that camera array, and I am using this device, and I'm comparing it to the Samsung Galaxy S22 and the S22 Ultra. So I've just completed that video. Inshallah, it's going to be uploaded onto my YouTube channel as well, and it shows you how close this particular device is to the Samsung Galaxy S22. And I also want to show you guys something, because I have downloaded an app, right? And a lot of people will say, no, Faisal, you can't download Google and you can't download the maps. And even if it is a shortcut, you can't download WhatsApp. Check this out. Check on the screen. I don't know if you can see it very clearly, but there's too much light. But I have the Gmail app on here, I have Facebook, I have Instagram, and I have Twitter. Now, the Gmail app, right, it is a shortcut to the web browser, but the fact is that it works. There's no app for it, but it works. It creates a shortcut on a desktop, and it works. I got all my emails, everything comes on there. It works absolutely amazing. So what I'm saying is that if you love Huawei and you bothered by the Google whole issue with with the US and everything, don't stress about it, because these phones have phenomenal cameras. The selfie on this phone, the selfie camera on this phone, and you'll see in the YouTube video, is the highest resolution 60 megapixel selfie camera on this particular device. Imagine the selfie that you can take and the vlogging you can do with this particular device. So check this out. It is work, and it took me a total, I just have to mention, it took me a total of about 10 minutes to download all these apps onto this particular phone. No issue, working 100% fine. This phone is currently available. It's not expensive. Check out your nearest mobile store and look out for that video coming onto YouTube soon. Anyway, that concludes the tech show for this evening. Jazakallah once again for tuning in. And I really appreciate the feedback that sometimes comes through. I get them on all the platforms, Instagram and Facebook and Twitter and many others as well. Remember that if you missed this particular show, don't stress. It will be available on the Salam Media platforms, and you can check it out on the YouTube channel as well. If there's any questions or anything related to what I've spoken about this evening, please do drop me a tweet on Faizel Patel 143. Also on Facebook.com/Faizel Patel. And I said on Instagram as well, Faizel Patel 143. And if you want to check out the videos that I was speaking about, please check out my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It's really, really difficult to be a successful YouTuber in South Africa. That's why I went for the creators workshop at Meta. So we can even use Reels to make some gains and to take market share and create enticement to the videos that you made, and hopefully you can take advantage to that as well. So until next time, I hope and wish that you all have a wonderful and productive week. Please don't forget to remember the Ummah in your du'as, and also to remember all those people that are going through difficulty. There's a lot of difficulty that is going through, the people are going through the world. So let us continue to lift our hands and make dua, especially for the Muslim Ummah, and also for Salam Media, a wonderful platform which shares a lot of diverse news and education and dawah They've been doing a wonderful job to Ponti and the management of Salam Media. I think they are doing phenomenal. They are really gaining on the news cycle and bringing you stories that really matter. So tune into the various programs on Salam Media. You can check out their website. All the details and stories and programs are mentioned on there. And you can tune in. And like I said, you don't have to worry about the radio. You can tune in via audio streaming, via Twitter, via YouTube, and many other platforms as well, including a free-to-air satellite decoder. So from myself and my engineer Sadiq on this Sunday evening, please do take care of yourself and each other. Fi amanillah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa